Hi everyone, I'm an engineer and this is my channel. Today I decided to make a phone stand. I could buy one, but that's not as fun as creating your own. So I started designing my own and I'll be sharing the files with you so you can make it too if you want. As you can see, I started modeling in Fusion and I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, having the 3D printing manufacturing process in mind, especially for the base part because this is going to take the biggest part of the load. I made this one with a 3 centimeters opening to fit my table, but I will add one more with a bigger opening like 5 centimeters or so to accommodate a wider range of thicknesses, and maybe another add-on that will allow you to simply have it on top of the desk like a tripod. Here I use the standard metric chart that I found on the Initially, I wanted to use a toothed plate for the swivel joint, but I changed my mind because that will force me to lock the joint only in increments. Here I roughly assembled all the pieces of the puzzle, which of course took me some time, fiddling with all the alignment of the holes and bolts and nuts and all the stuff. Now that I finished the assembly, let's add some materials to the parts to make it look nicer. And this is what I got. Now it's time to start printing, but first I should slice it. Usually I try to avoid using supports as much as possible, but due to the stress the parts will encounter, I was needed to take that into account and print it laying sideways so that the force is not going to be on the layer lines.
Here is a trick that I use when I don't feel like washing my build plate. I just add some more glue and then I spray it with some water, after which I spread it with my hand while the build plate is around 50 degrees Celsius and then let it dry. I choose to print them one by one because my printer is quite noisy and I don't want to let it print all night, otherwise I might be getting gifts from my neighbors.
I started putting the nuts in, and because I used way too tight tolerances, I needed to secure them in by bolting from the other side. But don't worry, because I already updated the hole sizes on the CAD file, so you don't have to struggle as much. For the phone support, like before, I started fitting in the nuts and bolts, and there is a slot for a nut, but because I was not paying attention, I forgot to make a recess in order to fit the nut easily, but it works out good without it, and I think I will completely eliminate that feature from design. For the swivel joint, I used T-nuts to secure it in place, and then I added the top plate, which is bolted to a pre-tapped hole at the end of the aluminum extrusion, but it's loose enough to still be able to spin. The other screw is used to lock in place or at least to create some friction between the plates in order to hold this position. The idea behind these screws is to lock up the extrusion at the desired height, and the bottom ones will help you secure it in place. Because I didn't have the proper screws available at the moment of the video, I used what I had laying around. The idea was to use two normal M8 hex head bolts and print them some wing nuts, that way you can tighten it by hand. But I will update that on the bill of materials. Same goes for the top nut that it's used to tighten the phone stand. I will add a wing nut on top of it so it can be tightened by hand. That way tools will not be required for using it. I'm going to upload the files for the project on Cults or maybe printables, and I will add a link in the description of the video. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.